Hey friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and look how incredible these brand new Space Jam A New Legacy action figures look. They are from Moose Toys and look absolutely outstanding, and they were a lot of fun to open. You're not gonna want to miss how cool these are and how much fun I had opening them. So guys, look at that. The Looney Tunes characters, LeBron James, the Goon Squad, the Toon Squad, everyone. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. But before we get started, if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you are watching from. Give us a big thumbs up if you like Space Jam and Looney Tunes. And yeah, share this video with anyone who you think would enjoy it. So what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vince and Gigi?
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV.
Super Channel G. Yeah.
God, is this great?
Alright friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G, and I am so excited to take a look at all four of these and four of these, so all 8 of the sets from the brand new Space Jam A New Legacy movie. These are from Moose Toys and look so absolutely incredible. I want to take a quick look to see what sets are actually here. So when we look at the single packs over here, this is LeBron James with Acme B-Ball Blocker. We have Bugs Bunny with Acme Blaster 3000. We have LeBron James with Acme Rocket Pack 4000. And we have Marvin the Martian with a spaceship. And then over here, we have LeBron James and White Mamba, which are on-court rivals. We have Lola Bunny and Wet Fire. We have Tasmanian Devil and the Brow. And then we have LeBron James again with Chronos. And man, dude, these look incredible. I'm excited about the articulation that clearly LeBron James has multiple articulation points. And I'm hoping that these cartoon characters look just as great. But so far they look absolutely outstanding. So all the boxes have essentially the same back. The 2 packs have feature the 2 packs on top and then show the single packs on the bottom, and then vice versa over here. And then you'll see is exactly what we just went over. Marvin the Martian with Spaceship, LeBron James with Acme Rocket Pack 4000. We have LeBron James with Acme B-Ball Blocker. You notice the different outfits right here. Bugs Bunny with Acme Blaster 3000. And then over here, the LeBron James and Chronos, LeBron James and White Mamba, Lola Bunny and Wet Fire, and then Tasmanian Devil and the Brow. And yes, we just said the exact same thing, but this will show you what the action poses actually look like according to Moose Toys. And which one do you want to get started with, right? Because all these look absolutely incredible. It looks like they have the same write-up, all of them on the back. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and read that real quick before we dive right on in. And says, Space Jam, A New Legacy. Welcome to the Jam. Basketball champion and cultural icon LeBron James goes on an epic adventure with Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes in the animated live-action event Space Jam: A New Legacy. Again, outstanding action figures by Moose Toys. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get set up and see who do we want to do first. Do we want to do the single packs or the 2 packs first? And man, they look kind of cool. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start off with, and let me just say, I did find all of these at Target, so I'm sure they're going to be for sale just about everywhere, but I did get these at Target. That way you know for sure you can find them at Target. I would think they'd be on sale at Walmart and Amazon and all sorts of other wonderful great places, but that's where I found them. So let's go ahead and get started with our 2 packs, and let's start off with this LeBron James and White Mamba. What do you say? All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get everything all set up. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and get started with this awesome 2-pack for LeBron James and White Mamba. And look how outstanding this package looks. I love this Space Jam A New Legacy logo right here. I love the way this looks over here with Bugs and Lola and LeBron. And take a look at the packaging, looks awesome. Great job, Moose. And we just saw all this right here, so let's go ahead and get to opening this awesome action figure set. 2 articulated figures and 1 accessory. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it open from right here on this side. And hopefully it opens up pretty easily. Look at that. Nice. Because I don't want to destroy the package. There we are. Just be careful. You're doing what I'm doing, not to accidentally give yourself a paper cut. Alright. We'll see if we can slide our characters on out. And you know what? I'm going to do the same thing to the other side so that I can just easily slide it out. There we are. Awesome. Okay, take a look at that. Toon Squad and Goon Squad. Let me get closer. I'm going to set the box aside. Let's go ahead and get them out of this package. Pop out our LeBron. Man, they're in there pretty well. Get the ball out. Oof. Ball doesn't want to come out. Let's try a different angle here. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to possibly cut that one out. It's in there just too well. But let's get White Mamba out. There we are. What am I gonna have to do to get this ball out short of cutting it out? Give me a second. Okay, I might be able to just really push hard. Oh, that came shooting out. Look at that. Okay, awesome. Let's take a look at our LeBron. Set the ball right here. And I do have a little bit of paint smudges on the face. I wonder if I can just get that off by scratching. Oops. Wow. Kind of scratching the face there on accident. But otherwise, if it weren't for those paint smudges, it actually looks pretty good. And so the paint looks like it came off a little bit. Well, not came off, but was a little low when it was manufactured right here. Otherwise, it's a pretty good head sculpt. You can see for yourself right here where the little blemishes are, and where it actually, if it was aligned, would have actually probably looked pretty good. It's a pretty good face. Let's see. The shoulders go well beyond 90 degrees out. Let's see. We do not turn at the waist. Looks like we could have, but didn't. Okay. We do bend at the elbow, almost into a 90-degree angle. And let's see, what about the wrists? Do the wrists turn? Well, this one does go back and forth. Does it turn? It does. Good. So it looks like this one does not, which is interesting. Look closer. It doesn't, but the right one does. So that's one that matters. He's going to be right-handed and shooting the ball into the legs. They do not go out, which is unfortunate. But, and then they only go this far back. They do go forward really well to a 90-degree angle. And then the knees, single joint to the knees. I am happy that the legs at least turn a little bit out. There's no ankle joint, and there's nothing else holding the feet right here. So we do have some really good articulation actually. And then right here in the hand we have a little peg to go in this basketball. Look at this. So that's awesome. Let's see, the head does pivot and tilt, turns, moves pretty well. And I like how this red, orange, and yellow and blue, the color scheme all really go well together. And this hexagon over here looks like it's meant for maybe to interact with other sets. But I wish I could spread the legs out. That is something that, you know, having played basketball, you don't want them to just only run like this. You want to be able to spread your legs on defense. So maybe that's a missed opportunity. But otherwise, looks pretty good. Let's see. We can get some pretty awesome articulation with the hands here. So in the arms, I wish we could turn this wrist, but otherwise we can actually get it pretty good. So this looks pretty awesome. Let me go ahead and stand him up here. Turn his leg. And let's see. Very nice. Okay. So let's set up our LeBron James right here with a strong stance. There we are. And let's take a look at our White Mamba. Let's see what this looks like. Alright. So this is clearly going to be a new character. You can turn and pivot the head pretty well. Look, it actually moves really well on a ball joint over here. Let's see, the arms, they go out pretty well. They go around in a circle pretty well. Looks like I got some of the paint chips on me. Toon Squad. She does turn it the way, so that's good. She can at least do that because there's no elbows or wrist action here. And it looks like nothing else moves. This is a really beautiful looking snake sculpt right here. Look at the scales. So that looks awesome. Look at that. So that looks really cool. Snake body. And then also has a peg here so that we could set her up with the ball. Let's see. Take the ball right out of here in LeBron James' hand. And again, too bad we can't articulate the arms a little bit more. But same thing here. Look at that. He's gonna defend her and she's holding the ball off. Actually looks pretty good. Look at that. Pretty nice. Alright, so let's see what happens if, let's switch that role. Let's have her trying to defend him. Let's have LeBron with the ball. There we go. Here we are. And, oh, she's defending with her arms up at least. I think that looks pretty good. Look at that. Awesome. Not too bad at all. So look at her logo again. Toon Squad. Toon Squad. Alright, awesome. Okay, awesome. What do you say we move on to our next action figure set, right? Since we're going to do the 2-packs first. Let's go ahead and set up LeBron over here. And let's put our White Mamba over here. And maybe let's there we go. Maybe we'll put the Toon Squad on the other side. Well, maybe when we finish the video. Cool. Alright, let's move on to our next set. What do you say? Alright, friends, so let's go ahead and move on to Lola, Bunny, and Wet Fire. These on-court rivals. And this set looks pretty outstanding as well. Again, beautiful packaging. The packaging is essentially the same, almost identically the same, but and then again, look at how cool our Toon Squad looks over here. And here's the Goon Squad. But Lola looks awesome. There's that compression right there on her forearm. And look at these Acme spring shoes. And then Wet Fire over here looks pretty awesome in the previews. Looks pretty outstanding. Let's go ahead and get it open. You know what, this one we've learned, let's open both sides. There we are. Cut this one and this one. Perfect. And then be careful not to get a plastic or paper cut down here, but I don't want to rip the box open. Ooh, it looks like there's tape or something over here. Let's go from the other side. Oof, there is tape. I was like, what's going on here? There we are. Okay. Bust it on out. And set the box aside. And look how great these two look. Let's come in closer. And let's remove all of our action figures and accessories. I will say, man, this is definitely thicker plastic than we're used to when reviewing action figures. So they're definitely going to stay in place. And it definitely keeps its shape better than we've seen with other action figures. So, higher quality plastic that it comes protected in. Alright, cool. Set this aside. There we are. Okay, let's take a look at Lola. I'm going to come in just a little bit closer. And that way we can take a look at this awesome action figure. So, pretty good job here. Man, it almost looks like that's a paint stroke right there. Look at that. Interesting. But, the eyes look great. The paint colors look great. The sculpt looks awesome. So there's a little bit of paint bleed right there on the scrunchie. Ooh, and looks like I have some excess glue or something right here. Let's see if I can't get that part knocked out. Alright. Well, it is coming off, so I'll mess with that later. Looks like the arms only spin, do not go out, and don't have any other joints. That's unfortunate because it would have been nice to have her hold the ball, at least. She does turn at the waist, which is awesome, because that's something that we didn't even have for LeBron. A little bit of paint bleed right here on the tail. And the legs don't look like they articulate at all. So, again, I would have loved more articulation. But she does look like a great action figure. Just wish we could have done more with her articulation. Maybe even shown her dunking. That would have been something else. But legs don't move. They're soft and bendy, but they do not move. So, the head will move a pretty decent amount and pivots a little bit. The ears will restrict a little bit of movement, but all in all moves pretty well. And then remember, the arms only spin out. They do not move straight out or forward. Wrists do not move. Looks great, but not much articulation here. And then look at these Acme spring boots. They actually look kind of cool. Look at that. And what we can do is just pop this right here. Oh, it actually goes on really well. Stays nice and snug and firm. Look at that. That looks kind of cool. Very nice. We'll set her up right over here. And let's take a look at our Wet Fire here. Take a look at this. Okay. See if we can pull his head back a little bit so his chin's not just digging into his neck like that. Okay, good. I was like, alright. We can turn and pivot the head pretty well. Also on a ball joint here. Look at that crazy looking skin surface. Alright, the arms do go out well beyond 90-degree angle. They do spin around really smoothly. So that's good. You can bend the elbow into roughly 90-degree angle also, so that's awesome. Too bad we can't turn the wrists. Let's see. The legs go forward 90 degrees. Only go backwards there. Do not move out. And then also does not turn at the waist. Cool sneakers. I'm digging those high tops. Unfortunately, no knee joint. Cool Goon Squad jersey right here. And let's see this basketball. This basketball looks really cool, actually. Look at that. It's clear. And just like he has a peg right here. It's probably supposed to be on fire the way, obviously, he looks. So, you can turn it so that the fire is up. Oof, man. His chin really wants to be down in his neck. Let's set him up right here. Take a look at that. Again, too bad we can't articulate his feet more. There we are. Pretty cool. I actually think he looks pretty good. Look at that. Awesome job. Okay. Let's set him up over here, and what do you say we move on to our next set? Look at our Lola and our Wet Fire. We can put the Goon Squad together, as I mentioned a moment ago, and then have our Toon Squad together. Very cool. Okay, let's move on. Let's get up right here. We'll just come back down in a moment. Very nice. Alright, so next, let's do this outstanding Tasmanian Devil and the Brow 2-pack. Again, beautiful logo and packaging. And then collect them all. Look at Taz with a ball in his mouth. Wonder why it's gray or silver. Can't be made of metal. So, interesting. And then, this guy looked pretty cool in the previews. So let's go ahead and get it open. Cut this out right here. There we go. Cut this out right here. Very nice. And then, see if we don't have tape in the middle of this one like the last one. Okay, very cool. Oh, we do. We do. Okay. Wow, that was cool. The scissors spun in a circle. Okay. Here they come. Ball out. Let's get Taz out. Wow. Again, super heavy duty plastic. There we go, in the brow. Set that aside. And, oh, our ball disappeared because it went back here. Great. Okay. Let's take a look at this Taz. And, man, looks pretty cool. We're gonna need to touch up that paint right there in between his eyes. I couldn't see with the nose like this, but touch that up and have a little bit of blemish right here. Paint missing. A little divot over here, but all in all looks pretty awesome. I love that we can move the mouth. Look at that. Pretty awesome. It looks awesome. Can't turn the head. Let's see, the arms. We can only spin again. So that seems to be common between our Toon Squad. We can move at the waist again, just like Lola. But again, we cannot articulate the legs or feet. Oh wow, the tail moves. So that's something. And I am liking this Taz. Let's see. The ball also has a hexagon hole right there. Oop. I was like, wow, and when it goes in there, it actually clicks. I was like scared it got stuck. So, yep, there's Taz. You can hold the ball like that. Let's see the brow. Okay, it definitely has a big brow. Look at that profile. Let's come even closer. And then we have some pretty good head articulation, movement and mobility there. Let's see, the shoulders, or what is essentially the shoulders for the wings, go out beyond a 90-degree angle. Oh wow, looks like we can put the ball there on that peg, or here I'm assuming. These long wings. Very cool. Let's see, we can not turn at the waist. Unfortunately, the legs go forward, and then also do not bend at the knees either though. So we do not have tons of articulation on this Goon Squad character. However, I do like the sculpt. And man, this is some bendy plastic. Look at this. Here we are. Okay. So, Taz and the brow. Pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and stand him up. And let's lean him forward slightly. Let's make sure that he doesn't fall back because the wings. There we go. And let's see what it looks like if we put the ball here on this peg. That looks kind of cool actually, as if he's holding it. Not bad. Okay, awesome. So, let's go ahead and set them over here. Taz. Oops. I really like the way these are looking together as a set. That's pretty awesome. Look at that. Okay, great. Let's move on to our next action figure set, which is actually the last two of the last pack of the 2 packs. And that is LeBron James and Chronos. And man, Chronos looks pretty epic in the previews. There we are. This beautiful blues here. This beautiful halo of the Toon circle. And this looks like it's, if not exactly, a pretty close LeBron James to the one we opened over here. However, the red and the orange kind of run together here. I'm sure you can see that. So it's hard to distinguish them two. And there's a different accessory. There's like a Gatorade water cooler here. And again, interesting. The gray silver basketball. So I guess we'll find out in the movie what happens with that. So the other thing is this LeBron James, this face looks to be like shinier, or where the other one is more like a matte finish. So like a glossy. Okay, so let's get it open. Let's take a look. Okay, we'll get both sides again, so we can make it easy to open. Or easy to take out, I should say. That was already easy to open. This one didn't have a tape on the bottom. Okay, awesome. I like this. Looks pretty good. Nice little accessory there. Get the ball out. Get our Chronos out. There we are. And I'm curious to see more about what's essentially going to be this Goon Squad special powers. So that'll be interesting to find out. And, sorry, just making sure I had everything set up well. This. I'm like, does it open? Because it sure looks like it would. It's like He did such a great job on it. This is an outstanding accessory. Okay, so we've already seen this LeBron James, but we do have better paint on the face, even though there's still some smudges. I'm going to bring our other LeBron James here in a moment so you can see, but let's see if the articulation is any different. Again, you see where the red and the orange are a little harder to distinguish, so on the other action figure the paint's better. But let's see, we can rotate the shoulders all the way out and up beyond a 90-degree angle. The elbows come in to about a 90-degree angle, and then the one wrist turns and has a peg here for the ball. This wrist again doesn't turn, just like the other one. The waist does not turn, and the legs only go this far back but do come about a 90-degree angle forward. Single joint at the knees, and they do pivot a little bit there, but there's nothing on for an ankle joint. Just like I mentioned before, it would have been nice to be able to stand his legs kind of out and not just forward this much and this much, because not a whole lot we can do with that posing wise. So in any event, still a great looking figure, and I'm going to show you how this one's more of a glossy finish versus the other one's more of a matte finish. Look at the face. See? And then of course the paint on this one is a lot tighter and cleaner. You can look at where this is clearly definable, the colors right here, where this one kind of blends together. So the Toon Squad jersey over here on the left definitely stands out more and is better than the one here on the right. But the face, you know, this head on this body, I guess if we swapped them, this would be the better action figure. But alright, let's set him aside. Let's put this ball in his hand. And let's take a look at our Chronos. And man, look at that face. This is actually a great looking figure. Great sculpt for the body. Head turns pretty well. Let's see about the arms. Wow, okay. So it's only going to come in this much, but it does move out because it's restricted when it hits right there. Arms do spin all the way around. So that's cool. Let's see. We do have an elbow joint. I'm like, why isn't it moving? We do have an elbow joint. Look at that. I just had to get it going, which is awesome. Let's see. This one. All right, interesting. So this one we can turn the forearms. We can't turn the wrist. We turn the forearm here at what's essentially the elbow a little bit. Look at that. So that's something. And then the legs only go that far back but come all the way forward. Again, no knee joint, so that's unfortunate, but look at this cool sculpt. Looks like there would be knee joints, there's not. Goon Squad can't turn the waist. Let's give him the ball. Look at that. That looks pretty awesome. Very cool. And then maybe we can just have LeBron holding the water jug. Just kidding. Hey, you know what? His hand right here could actually hold the water jug, perhaps. Look at that. Alright, cool. Well, it stands. Alright, awesome. Okay, put this LeBron right here. Let's have him back just a little bit. How's that? Let's take a look at what these sets looked like. Very cool. All 8 of these action figures. That actually looks pretty awesome. Look at that. Wow, I'm really digging this. Okay. So, before we move on to our other 4 individual packs, man, what do you say we go ahead and put the two squads together. Let's do that. There we go. Let's bring this over here. And put Lola right over here. Let's move him over here. This, and then unfortunately, we will have essentially the same LeBron, but so we'll just put him on the outside over here. Very cool. And of course, no, he doesn't need to be holding that water jug, but I just thought it'd be funny. Let's put this guy right here. Put her right here. Put him on the end over here. Oh. Pretty cool. Look at that. Maybe I can put them together a little bit closer. But otherwise, that looks pretty awesome. Alright, great. Let's go ahead and move on. What do you say? Okay. Awesome, guys. So I compacted them together just a little bit more so we'd have more room here in our display table. Our review station. And let's go ahead and move on to our other four, which are our individual packs. And while we have this awesome LeBron with the All Star jersey, we do have another one that has our Toon Squad, but this one has our launching rocket. We do have our Bugs Bunny. We have our Marvin the Martian, who doesn't have a Toon Squad jersey on, so I'm like, maybe he's not gonna be joining them on their team. But let's go ahead and get started. What do you say we do Bugs next? Because I mean, we definitely need Bugs in our life, or at least Bugs Bunny. Okay. Now this is the condensed packaging because it's only our one action figure and accessories. And look how great this looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it open. I'm gonna cut from both sides again. And we have one articulated figure and one accessory, which I guess technically this is two accessories, even though it says one. We cut our tape. Perfect. And there we are. Okay. So come on, Bugs. Let's go ahead and get you out of here. Let's put you with our Toon Squad. Wow, awesome. Again, this is definitely heavier duty plastic. That definitely looks like it's like a launching bazooka. So, set this aside and we'll take a look. Wow, look at this. What did I say this was called? The Acme Blaster 3000. Okay, so is that it? Okay, so it goes on this side. I didn't even check to see that it had like a trigger right here. So there's no, I guess there's not a spring. I guess you just because of this right here, it does get stuck in there on purpose because it clicks. See? And because it provides that tension when you apply pressure, shoots it out. Because otherwise it would just be like, and it would push out, but not like the way it does when it clicks in there. Oh, spoke too soon. Wow. What am I? There we go. Interesting. Let's turn this bad boy. There we go. Alright, so cool. Let's take a look at our Bugs. Bugs Bunny. See what we have? Head articulation. Turns, but really doesn't go back and forth very much, or side to side. But can turn all the way around. His arms go around in a circle, much like Lola's. He does turn at the waist, and his lower body does not articulate. We have some paint bleed here on the legs from the shorts. We've got a pretty solid sculpt for the body. Digging the ears, digging the expression. Toon Squad colors look great. That looks awesome. And it looks like we could, I guess the ball would go here, right? Let's just be sure. Let's get it from here. And it's a little snug fit, but it does. So awesome. And then what about this? I guess he does hold this. Look at that. Interesting. Okay, well, cool. So, Bugs Bunny with the Acme Blaster 3000. Let's put this ball back with the brow. And I guess we can have him standing like that. Put this back over here. And then we will set up Bugs with the rest of his pals in just a bit. Great. That way we can have him over here with the Toon Squad. Alright, awesome. Let's move on to our next action figure. And next would be, why don't we do the LeBron James with Acme B-Ball Blocker? And so this looks pretty cool. Look at that. Again, this is a cool Moose logo right here. Goes very well with the packaging. Look how awesome. Okay, so I'm like, looks kind of like a mallet. So very interesting. So we have a ball and then like a basketball mallet made of basketballs and a mallet. Interesting. Be curious to see how exactly that plays out in the movie. And it might be for a single or throwaway gag, but hopefully it's more memorable than that. It doesn't need to win the game or anything, I'm just saying hopefully it's more memorable than a throwaway gag. To have it included with this action figure. Okay. Looks like I got tape that was restricting my opening it over here. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Get him out. There's our B-ball blocker. Ugh. Get the basketball out. And our B-ball blocker actually had this holding it in this little plastic tie. And LeBron James out. And awesome. Okay, set this aside. And this LeBron James looks like it's going to be much like the other one, but I guess more different color scheme because everything else looks the same essentially. So this is a much better job with the painting on the face. That and the hair. Great job with the beard. And the head articulation goes all the way around. Very nice. The arms go beyond a 90-degree angle out. And I would anticipate, much like the other action figures for LeBron James, we can move the wrist here. We can actually move the wrist in and out. Turn right here at the elbow. Come into almost 90-degree angle at the elbow and turn the arms out. This wrist does not turn. We cannot turn at the waist. We do have joints of the knees that move the legs in and out. However, the legs only go this far back, and the hips do not go out. It's the only unfortunate part, posing wise, but otherwise, pretty cool. And then again, I'm like, here's this hexagon shape here, so I would think maybe that's for this, which was with the other LeBron James action figure. So all in all, looks pretty good. Looks like we have a white. I don't know if it's a blemish or a piece missing, but we can just... Oh, there we go. It looks like it is coming off. Very good. If not, we can always paint over it in black. Looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at the ball. Will fit in his hand right here. You can probably just trace those lines on the basketball so that they're more prominent. And let's see about this b-ball blocker. Got a spike on the top. Look at the handle. Look at that sculpt. Alright. Let's put this in his hand. This will start like that. And then just bring it out more. Interesting. Looks cool. And let's set him up like this, next to Bugs. That looks cool. Alright, awesome. So let's move on. We have 2 more individual action figure packs left. And let's do Marvin the Martian with his spaceship, which I think this may just be one of my favorites out of all of them. Because look, the fact that he's got these accessories are what really drives this one. Because it doesn't look like he's going to have a ton of articulation, but he's going to look cool on that spaceship. Beautiful package. Cool looking spaceship and design. And then let's get that Marvin the Martian with spaceship out. And then sadly we'll only have 1 figure after this. And it's going to be the LeBron James that we've already looked at about twice, but with different accessories. So that's a plus. And it's Marvin the Martian. I'm super excited. For the moment I saw him chilling there at Target, I was like, I gotta have that Marvin the Martian. And I would think Eric Bauza would be doing his voice in the movie, because Eric Bauza does so many of the Looney Tune voices. I just don't know which ones he's going to be doing in the movie, because he can do all of them, and I believe has probably been paid to do most of them in other cartoons for Looney Tunes more recently. But super cool guy. Give a shout out to him and his son. And yeah, let's take a closer look at this Marvin the Martian. Alright, look at that. Let's see, the head moves a little bit. It does definitely turn. And wow, his little like Martian man skirt spins, but it's not really intended to spin, it's just because it's on there round. His legs do turn, and his arms. Because of his big head, cannot really move beyond that. I guess they could if you really wanted him to push them around. But since he's really going to be like that, not much point in that. We do have 2 hexagon shapes on the bottom so that we can put in this peg right here if we'd like. And look at this awesome, well, this is soft plastic. Wow, basketball front of this little spaceship, little hovercraft going on right here. So I like the way it looks. There's little controls right here. And so let's put them right on in here. And what did I do? How did I miss that? There we go. Get his hands around these little control devices. That looks cool. And then look at his little like disintegrating ray. That looks outstanding. We can put that in his hand instead of this one. That looks cool. Look at that. Great job, Moose Toys. This is instantly one of my favorites of this whole set. trying to set him up over here and just kept flopping around, kind of. Alright, awesome. Look at that Marvin the Martian. Very cool. Man, look at all these action figures. So awesome. Okay, let's move on to our very last action figure in this set. There, we barely got everybody in the same shot, but we got them there. And last but not least, we have LeBron James with Acme Rocket Pack 4000. And yes, this does appear to be the same LeBron James a third time. But notice the accessories are different, and they come with different, like these obviously came together. He came with her, and then the basketball and so on. This one comes with the launching rocket, which is unique to this one, but I'm pretty sure this launching rocket can fit in the back of all three of the LeBron Jameses. Acme Rocket Pack 4000. Super cool. All right, let's get them on open. Let's take a look. All right, very cool. And no tape on this one. Wow, I'm kind of digging that rocket. Pop that out. And it looks like it might be either shoots out or a bit comedic, but I think it's, well, maybe both. There we are. And let's take a look at this first, since we're definitely used to this LeBron James already. So, let's see. This does move so we can place it probably better in his arms from his back. This is just a peg. And this is our spring. I don't think so. I think it just gets tight there. And then again, we can shoot it out much like that the orange one that comes out of Bugs Bunny's blaster. Let's see. And let me say, this one definitely looks almost like a Marvin the Martian type little missile right here. And half Marvin the Martian, half Wile E. Coyote almost. But Acme Rocket Pack 4000. Looks like it's not going to shoot out too far, but it is functional, just doesn't shoot out very far. There we go. Why, when I use my index finger, it works way better, don't know. So, I guess if I'm pushing at an angle, I'm kind of like pulling it down like this. When I push, so there we go. Put this right here on his back. Open that up. Put that right here. And we'll take a look at the LeBron James real quick to see if there's any noticeable differences. Looks like the black paint came down a little bit there. It's got full head articulation. It's a little limited as far as how far back and forward it goes, but it does articulate well. The arms go out more than a 90-degree angle. We do have an elbow that comes into almost 90-degree angle also and turns out. The wrist for the right hand goes in and out and around, so that's great articulation. We have a peg for this basketball. I'm dropping. There we go. Others. That ball right there. Same thing with this arm, except the wrist does not turn at all or go back and forth. The waist does not move. We do have a good color scheme right here for the Toon Squad. Legs go all the way forward. Bend at the knee. Pivot a little bit on the knee. Nothing on the ankles or feet. The legs only go this far back. So we're missing a little bit of paint there, which we can always touch that up. But let's go ahead and stand him up. And let's see if he can hold this. Or at least make it look like he's trying to. There we go. So that looks cool. And then we'll just give the basketball to someone else. Make sure it doesn't fall over. Like this happened over here. Actually, not bad. And he actually goes pretty well with Marvin the Martian because of that rocket. Who doesn't have a ball that we could give the ball? We can give this to Taz. We can give it to just about anybody. But, let's give it to our white mamba here. Very cool. Alright, guys. Well, I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. Let's take a final look over here. And man, these action figures look great. Definitely outstanding sculpts, molds for these bodies. They look absolutely outstanding. Definitely impressed. Great job, Moose Toys. And thank you for being our friends as well. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and share it with others. So guys, go back to our YouTube channel and check out more great videos like this and all the other great videos that we have. So again, thanks for watching Vince and Gigi Super Channel G. Peace.